What's up, dudes? This right here is the new Inmotion V12, and this is the new iteration from the company Inmotion. It's been in the game. They made the Inmotion V11, which was the hot electric unicycle with the air chamber suspension on it. I really liked that wheel. It was fast, it was carvy, it was fun off-road. It really met the needs for a lot of people, you know, as that first entry wheel with suspension. It had every feature you wanted. It was well made. It had the battery integration on it, just the overall feeling of quality. If you had your hands on that wheel, you know what I mean. But anyways, the company went off and did something I did not see coming, guys. They went off and made a high performance, high powered 16-inch wheel that you see right here. And this thing, oh my gosh, guys, is the most fun electric unicycle I've rode in years. Hands down, man. This right here, there is something about this baby that is just perfect. It is perfect. It nails every single nail right on the head. Let's get into it, talk about a few things. So first off, right off the bat, whenever you get this thing out of the box, guys, this wheel, second to none. I'm going to have to do a full-on up close of it, walking around it, and show you guys just how high quality this thing is. You know, actually knock it with my fist and show you guys just the plastic density on this one right here is the quality of the outer shell of it is just way higher quality plastics than any other wheel. You can just feel it as soon as it comes out. This little little visor you see on the wheel right there above the four headlights, that is a really dense, high quality rubber bumper right there. And you know, Mike, the guy that you see on Facebook that's always hitting the big jumps, everything like that, he actually crashed this same wheel right here twice hard on two big jumps before I got it, because Jimmy Chang had it and then I got this wheel, and then it hit hard, man. But this has an impact bumper on it that's very thin, but it works very well. And this thing is awesome, man. It has a full digital display right on top. You can scroll through it easy. Everything you can access on it without ever having to fool with the app, man. And as you know, I am the biggest hater of the daggum apps on these unicycles, man. I've been wanting this since these things came out, to be able to get a wheel that had everything on it. And I didn't think we would go in the way of having a full digital dashboard. And this one's even better than the Sherman's dashboard, guys. The full digital dashboard on this thing is great. It really is great. It's as responsive as you want it to be. It really is. If you have, you know, some chicken wing grease or something on your fingers, or your fingers are a little bit wet, it's just like your phone. It's not going to be as responsive. But if your fingers are just dry, that right there on the top, man, you can scroll through it real easy. You can pick... Literally, you can do a sound wave on this thing, so when you're accelerating, it'll go, oh, and it'll just literally, it accelerates. It sounds like a futuristic dirt bike. It goes, and you can put that on there. But it has the speakers built into it that are great. They have great bass on them. They sound really good. I love the look of the headlights on this wheel, guys. It's compact enough to where you can take it in and out of places. Man, getting on this thing and taking it in and out of places compared to that veteran Sherman is a dream come true, man, because you get so used to that heavy wheel and, you know, 100 pounds, it's a 77-pound wheel, but you get used to, you know, how heavy that thing is and how unwieldy it is. Getting on something like this is just playful and fun, man. It is just fun. The key word is fun, man. That is just, it brings it all back right here. And I've never had a 16-inch wheel that is this fast. I've never had one. The closest thing that I have to this wheel right here would be my King Song 16S, and that thing does not compare in speed to this, man. I even rode my King Song 16S the other day and like kind of prepared for getting this wheel, you know, and I rode it a lot, you know. I was like, all right, let me really ride this 16S a lot, get used to a 16-inch wheel, because I think that, you know, I was like, all right, a 16-inch wheel is going to snag potholes easier, it's going to hit bumps, it's going to be a little bit of a bumpier ride. No, dude. Because this thing is so fast, it hits that plane off speed to where you're skipping over all the bumps. And then if there is a bump that's too big coming up, you can hop right over it with this wheel, guys. And if you're used to those bigger, heavier 18-inch wheels, this thing is going to feel so nimble and you will be able to bunny hop it over everything and use the torque in this motor to do that. You know, like those trials dirt bikes, how they'll be in a low gear and they'll be setting up to go from a jump to another jump, and they'll be holding the throttle in, and then they release the brake, you know, kind of to lurch forward. This right here can do that. You can lurch forward from almost a standstill and hit a jump. You could literally be completely stopped and have like a foot run up to a pretty big jump and still fly off of it, because the torque and diameter of this wheel is just, I mean, the way it works out is so awesome, man. And the reason I'm so excited about it is because this feels like my M Super X 100 volt. You know, the wheel I love so much. That is like my trail riding wheel. That is the wheel that I've rode for years. I praise that wheel. This right here has finally come along to where, yes, it's a little bit more expensive than that wheel, but you have a full digital display. It feels just like my MSX 100 volt. It really does. It feels like a 19-inch wheel, but it behaves like a 14-inch wheel where you want it to. Everywhere you want to jump over, every little pothole, every curb you want to jump up, every little side step you want to hit. If you want to learn how to throw 360s, if you want to learn how to ride backwards, this wheel it makes it easy. It has the range, and it's that perfect midpoint between range, speed, power, weight, size, and ease of use. It really is. It hits everything nail on the head, and I guarantee you 9 out of 10 days this is the wheel I'd reach for. My veteran Sherman, of course, if I want to go on like a long adventure ride, you know, a camping trip or something like that, on that Sherman, go for it, dude. That's exactly, like, I'm still going to ride that Sherman. I'm still going to ride the B-Goat EXN. I still rip that. I'm going to have some more content coming for that thing coming up soon. I love it. But, dude, this thing for just your city commuting, man, I gotta have one. I gotta have one. Like, this is the first production V12 in the United States right here. And I'm telling you what, dude, I gotta put in my order to get one. And I know I say that about some wheels, but this one for sure, dude. This one definitely is one that I gotta add to my roster. I mean, the top wheels right now that I'd say that are in the roster, that veteran Sherman, the B-Goat EXN, and then this one right here. Like, dude, these three wheels are freaking awesome. They're the cream of the crop, and they are perfect. I have the Clark Pads Gen 2 on this wheel, and that's just kind of what I had on hand. I took my old M Super Pro to go meet Jimmy Chang to get this wheel, and whenever I got there, he actually had Velcro already on the wheel, and then I had my M Super Pro with these pads on it, so I just put them on there. And it's usually, you know, whatever pads you put on the first are the ones you're going to get used to. And I just really like the way it looks with these Clark Pad Gen 2s. And I like the way it feels. And that's the only thing I've done to this wheel at all. Is I haven't even put any spike plates on it or anything like that. And another thing that I absolutely love on this wheel, guys. I mean, this is... I know I'm ranting over it, but it really is sick. Is the fact you can raise your foot pedal height up. And there's increments on the side where you can raise it up in increments of, like, there's a 1 through 4. You know, there's 4 different settings where you can raise your foot plates up. And I have it on the highest setting right here, and that gives me the ability for these plates to glide over obstacles like rocks, curbs, anything like that may pop up. And it also gives me the ability to really, really get down in my corners and carve tightly. You can pick up this unicycle in the link tree below, as well as other unicycles from other retailers. Those are all affiliate links, and there are discount codes associated with them. They're for you, and it helps keep the channel moving along. All right, guys, so you probably want to see like an up close of this thing. First of all, the power button on this wheel is in a great location. Just reach out, turn that baby on like that. The trolley handle is sweet. You just reach under here. There's a little button under here. Flip this thing up. Good to go. Very easy to wheel this thing around. This thing feels super high quality on top right here. You got your full digital display right down here. Full digital display right here. You can just click on here. No app needed. Scroll through everything you need. Very, very cool. And then you go right over here and see all your stats. See where you're at with your wheel, your temperatures, your mileage, your total mileage, your average speed, your max speed, your average power. Everything, man. I really, really like the way this is laid out. This is really, really quality. Another cool feature on this thing is kickstand, man. Check it out. So look, going right back here, and literally kick it down like that. Flip it down, and you got a kickstand. It's awesome. The lights on the front right here, these are really cool too, guys. Check this out. So, again, I love that location of that power button. So you got full control over it, and your thumb is right there. And then you can just click the power button one time to turn on those top lights. Again, turn on those bottom lights. And then again to turn on all of them, which is really bright. It looks so cool too. And then on the sides right here, you see you got your ring around the side right there, your full light ring. I assume you could probably put all kind of colors on this. I haven't gone into the app to do that. You could probably change it to whatever colors you want. You got your full brake lights on the back here. And then you got a mud guard already built in, which is really, really cool. And then you got your charge port on the back right there. And you got a USB port to charge your phone and a USB-C port back there. So that's awesome. I really like the location of it. The cover back there is super high quality. That covers everything up good. High quality mud guard right here that actually works quite well. And then you can just flip up your kickstand with your foot and lock that thing into place right there. See that? Just flip it with your foot and lock it into place right there. It has bumpers on it. These are really quality bumpers on the front right here that I actually like a lot. And I just threw some of the Clark Pad Gen 2s on there for right now. Those are what I had in the car. They're really great. I got the foot pedals on the highest setting, so they're quite high off the ground. Loving that so far. But yeah, man, this thing is awesome. It shreds. And I really just like the integration of everything. I like the fact you can just kick down that foot plate like that. Boom. Cool wheel, man. Very cool. They did a good job on this one.